advantage. But is there still a challenge there? You can't. Just being taller, you got to still go out and play and make plays. Is there still a challenge on a night like this to kind of use that to your advantage?
A little. It wasn't. I don't want to be cocky, but it wasn't that much today. Felt like I did fairly well going up. So
Grace, what about you? What was working as a career high? And it seemed like you're really active in terms of going and finding your shots too.
I mean, Coach Graves kind of told me to be aggressive, and so I think I really took that into mind. And I was aggressive, and it was working. So, I mean, I just kept doing that. My teammates did a great job of finding me and feeding the ball. So, all props go to them.
Do you think you're getting more kind of confident from that standpoint, just being aggressive and hunting your shots early in games?
Yeah, I think definitely. I think practice helps a lot. The older players, the more experienced ones, they help me a lot. They give me a lot of confidence. Tell me good jobs, stuff like that, things I need to work on. So I look up to all the older players a lot, especially Phil.
So KG sounded a little frustrated. He said he didn't think many of you guys had much fun tonight, just because the flow wasn't quite there. What was it like, in a game like this where it's you led by a lot most of the way, they weren't making shots. Was it hard to get into the kind of flow you guys are used to?
I would say we were tough question. We came in a little underprepared, I'll say, but we still came out. We played hard. He told us we were struggling, and we came out the second half. We fixed it, and we had a great game.
What was working defensively? I don't know if you were following, but they scored 23 points after the first quarter, and you guys kind of shut them down. What was so effective tonight on that end?
I think we became a lot more aggressive in our defense. We switched it up a couple of times, which I think threw them off. We went to a couple of our different zones that have different pressures. We added traps and stuff like that. So I think that got our momentum going, and then we turned that into offense.
Chris, you came out leading scorer the first couple of games, and then started to get different attention from defenses, things like that, draw some double teams. What's it been like just these last few weeks to kind of adjust to that, and then get back and have a performance like this where you're kind of leading the way?
Yeah, I mean, it was different. I hadn't really experienced much of that through high school. I mean, I'd experienced double teams and stuff like that, but not nearly the scout that other universities had on me. I struggled a little bit, but that just goes back to being aggressive. I think I just needed my confidence, and just needed to go up strong when I'm going up against those bigger players and things like that. So once I figured that out, I thought I did pretty well.
What are you guys taking from some of these, smaller opponents that you're facing before you go and play in big games, like when you guys travel to San Diego? What is your goal as a team, in these do you guys have specific goals or things that you want to get better at to prepare for those bigger opponents?
Yeah, I think we like to focus a lot on perfecting our offenses and our defenses, and then most importantly, things like communication. Just making sure we have all of those basics down before we do go on and play bigger schools and bigger competitions, stuff like that. So just making sure we're all on the same page. We all know our offenses, defenses, everything like that. I think that's really important.
You have 4 games in 7 days. KG said he was kind of coaching with that in mind in terms of minutes, but is that on your mind in a game like this? That hey, this is the first. You guys are about to have a busy week, and this is just the first game. And is it possible to conserve energy, or do you just have to go all out?
We're gonna play hard. Obviously, as the games keep coming, we're gonna get tired. But as a team, that means we have to push through. Still go out, go play hard, and win games.